guys kind of had a crazy adventure last time, and it was chaos, both in and out of the game, as far as, like, people being here, not being here, all of the things happening.
Yes.
It was kind of just madness. But all you have to know, and this goes for the chat and for the players, is that you woke up on the ground in a very foggy environment with rubble all around, and a bunch of people kind of confused. But the individual that you woke up, that woke you all up, was a familiar face, and it is Flint. And I totally just drew a blank on their name for a hot second. I was like, Flint? So Flint wakes you all up and says, you guys have missed a lot. And chat, for anybody who is unfamiliar and this is your first time here to any of the things, do not fret. You do not need to know all of the things that have happened to enjoy this upcoming quest. I just want to emphasize that's very important. So, you have woken up. You have been awoken in this weird, environment with fog all around, and you don't know where you are or how long you've been asleep. But Flint looks at all of you and says, "Oh, you have missed a lot." So you guys don't know how long you've been asleep. And this applies to you lovely Tatos in chat as well. You all have tumbled out of the dream realm to find that a great deal of time has passed. You don't know how much, but you can tell that based on everybody's outfits and stuff that a lot of time has passed while they've been unconscious. Something bad is stirring in the world, and there is a city that needs your help. You are told by Flint, just explained the situation, that a city called
Therandra?
The pronunciation was something decided upon by David, so I'm like...
It's up to interpretation.
You find out that there is a city called Therandra, or something along the line, that has been...
Spelling in chat.
I know, right? You're excited.
Thank you.
It looks, my brain says Therandra, but then David's saying it's Therandra.
I was thinking Therandra was how it would be pronounced, but also I don't care if people say it different ways.
I heard like I spelled it with a B, so it was like banjo almost.
Oh, banjo. The city of cookies. It's more like the city of mushrooms. So Flint explains to all of you, the city of Therandra has been actively seeking aid due to recent disturbances in their home. The capital of the country, the capital not only wants to cover up the fact that Therandra needs help, but they've begun arresting anyone who asks questions or protests the lack of aid being sent out. They say it's to protect the people from any undue concern, that it's nothing big, it's not a huge deal, and that people are just panicking for nothing. But it's causing already high tensions to raise even higher. And Flint explains that they feel like someone is doing this to cause a distraction, to increase the tension between the people and the capital. So in short, the capital should protect everyone, you know, in a whole country. That's kind of what the capital does, because it's at the center, it's at the core, it takes care of everyone. But instead, someone or something is stopping them from doing their job and sending aid to this place. And then Flint tells all of you their idea, without explaining where they've been or what's been going on. They just explain that they are here to take all of you to this city to help try to ease the tensions, and that they have a in on the city, that they have a connection there to get you guys into the city to help these people. But yes, and I will say, last thing, I know it's a lot of narrative up front. Flint bends down to all of you lovely Tatoes, that's all of you in chat, and says, hey, you all are really mischievous. And look, I respect that about you, all of you guys right there. But you guys have an important mission in this quest as well. You guys, everybody, all of our little lovely Tatoes, you guys have to do kind of like a reconnaissance. We're needing information. We're needing anything that's suspicious or anybody talking about anything. People are used to you guys popping in and out of existence, so you can go stealth mode. Take anything that seems like a suspicious item or anything like that. You guys seem like you'd be willing to take items and eavesdrop on people, right? You guys got that. And then if anybody does anything that seems like it's bad, you know, like seems like they shouldn't be doing it and they're up to no good, you guys might want to step in or let us know. Don't worry, I trust you guys. Mostly.
I wouldn't.
I also wanted to ask, our group specifically to help quell the tensions within this city? You do know of our work, right?
Yeah, I know.
So what
Well,
makes you
they've
think-
received my letters, so I feel like they should know that we come with a lot of...
baggage?
Yeah, but I have to say, I feel like out of all of the people that are in the Adventurers Guild, I'm probably, and she kind of like steps a little bit closer to Mo, closest to you all.
Can I do an insight check on Flint?
Yes.
Oh,
Has
we
that
should,
ever been done?
We should also probably describe what Flint looks like for
Oh,
people who haven't
yes.
seen
So,
Flint before.
for anybody who is unfamiliar with the lovely Flint, which is totally okay if you are, you don't need any back history for that. They are another Saymora, so they are similar to Ellie, but they are actually a water skipper Saymora, so those are like the bugs with the really long legs. So they have very, very long legs, and more of a petite frame, but then they wear kind of bigger, poofier shoulders, like in their clothing, to kind of make their upper half look a little bigger and stuff, because they're kind of like a pirate. So they're going like poofy sleeve pirate vibe, with a fun pirate hat. But yes.
So when you say water bug, you mean like a water strider?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so not like
I
a...
think Surskit from Pokemon.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was thinking like the cursed, like
Like the
really
cockroach?
big-legged.
No.
No, those ones. Yeah.
Nope.
Those water bugs, and I'm like, huh, this is an interesting choice for Saymora.
Moss,
Hey,
you crack me
All
up.
kinds. All kinds.
Oh, well, hey,
who
Starcrawl
said
wanted that. Yeah.
Oh man, gosh, Starcrawl, hello, welcome.
Yeah, they must really want to see that art. Like,
Oh, that's so cool. You know, maybe.
maybe we should be nice to the audience
Put it
members,
in the
right?
chat.
You know, in the chat and stuff, and
Oh my goodness.
just do it, I guess.
But we, you know, we fought shadow demons at a zoo, and we also frequently get lost in the fourth dimension and, you know, talk to strange deities and gods, and also crashed an airship into the side of a mountain. What about all of these things?
What happened to those people?
I really don't know. Did that
You know,
actually
we
still
really
happen?
didn't.
They
I feel like after we finish an adventure, we come back to the guild, and somehow this memory just, you know, we never
I
asked
don't
those
even
questions.
remember. I don't even remember seeing like a news article or scroll
Oh,
about
it's
it. Like,
true. You
so
know,
did that
you
actually
would think
happen,
that
or
that
did
would
we
be
have
on
like a
the
collective
board.
nightmare? I blame Day. Day
Yeah, are
probably.
they still?
Yeah.
You guys are still
And
just
also,
like
we
in a
haven't talked
weird
about day.
foggy environment, like there's just like rubble and stuff everywhere, and you
Oh,
guys
we're not
are all
questioning it.
disheveled.
We're not questioning it. We just
Yeah.
want to figure out whether or not the Bindenhurg disaster happened.
Yes.
I got a 24 on my insight.
As-
by the way.
Nice.
Ooh.
That is good.
I'm trying to this. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way that you're talking as Flint, but it seems sus. It doesn't seem like maybe is actually Flint and might be trying to trick us.
So you're trying to gauge how flinty Flint is?
Yeah, and Twinkle knew Flint from before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she's pretty familiar with her.
Yeah, so she's just trying to make sure that it's Flint. Essentially,
I would say you can tell there's a certain nervousness that is unfamiliar to them, but they seem like themselves overall with everything else. And I feel like maybe less so Twinkle, but more so Mo would notice on her cheek, and I say Mo because I feel like Mo would be looking at her face more. Would notice a actual new scar on her face that wasn't there before. So like a
cut on the cheek or something like that.
Oh, Mo would see this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mo knows, yeah.
Mo would just is like looking at you like, so what happened there? Like what?
Yeah, what did happen there?
I like Mo more like subtly asking.
Yeah.
And Twinkle like, yeah.
Very dashing. It's oh wow.
Oh, well, you know, I take a lot of odd jobs here and there, and let's just say one didn't really go exactly according to plan.
I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Oh, nice.
When does it ever? And then Zone of Truth. Just
So it's a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Do you want to use
Roll
these
it.
dices?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, that's embarrassing, David. You
okay.
stuck it upside
okay,
down.
So the dice tower was upside down, but I think in a way that's how
Did
it
it
should.
still work?
No.
Oh,
actually,
nat 20.
nat 20. Thank you, Sherrick, for these dice from Black Sparrow.
Does that mean that she's aware that you just tried to cast that?
I think you would be
An
anyways.
affected creature is aware.
Oh, disadvantage to Flint.
Now it's
Ooh,
disadvantage.
Oh,
reroll.
Okay, let's see.
A Tato is just like, no!
Nat 1.
Wow.
The worst
Amazing.
High to
disadvantage.
low, low.
The
Yeah.
worst disadvantage ever.
These dice is like flipping a coin, I guess.
Okay. It doesn't force her to say things, but
Yeah,
yeah,
she can
so
omit
everything
things
she
if she
says
wants to.
she will
Yeah.
say
If she
is
talks,
true.
it has to be true.
Yeah.
All right, Flint. If that is your real name, where did you get that scar?
Like I said, a mission that went bad.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And where was this mission?
It was up north.
That's very vague.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, I don't know. I
Well,
do enjoy food. You know, I actually am a cook myself. Depends on what I'm in the mood for, because I love traveling around the different
Do I know-
cultures and things.
Do I know Flint to be a cook?
We haven't spent that much time.
I guess it
We
depends.
really haven't.
So
Well,
Twinkle technically
Yeah, Twinkle
has.
knew her before you guys.
Twinkle would have, Twinkle in Twinkle's past on their ship would have seen Flint cooking a lot because they would have been the cook on the ship.
All right. Well, then answer me this. You're usually a very confident person, very brave, kind of show no fear in the face of danger.
Hmm.
But you seem a little off. What's going on?
Well,
Tell me the truth.
I would say the truth is that there's something stirring up, that there's an issue that's brewing that could destroy the entire governmental system. And trust me, I don't like the government at all, or how much they want to control everything, sure, but at the same time, I can't be rebelling against something that doesn't exist after all, so gotta keep it around to some degree. But, I'm just concerned for the future. And that's the truth.
All right. I have 2 more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Flint?
Yes.
Oh, that was a good one.
All right. Second question. How do you feel about Mo?
Oh!
Mo runs.
Oh.
Mo is gone. If there is a kanji that could move as they are meditating, this is it.
Miles, make a wisdom save.
Rachel, thank you for your service for the Tato community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the
that was-
fanfiction writers as a whole.
So 17.
Oh, okay, yeah, you managed to not, like, pass out or anything.
You're just. Do you actually just like book it out of there?
Yep. As soon as they say that, like when a friend says that to you, your crush, and you're just like making the eyes and knowing as soon as that sentence is done, that is the quickest Mo has left.
Oh, a Tato is gonna make it look like you're blushing
illusion
really
spell.
hard. I don't even know if you need that illusion.
Her cheeks are literally glowing
Yeah.
now, like with the illusion.
They're already a kanji jellyfish that glow.
Yeah. They're like, is something happening? I can't tell. You look the same.
Nope, just lighting. They're just gonna face a what they think is a wall.
Oh, I love. How do I draw a blushing jellyfish?
Good question, Redcap.
Oh,
Good question.
Also, hi, Redcap.
I'll
Hi,
send you,
Redcap.
Redcap, I'll send you some references.
Do you just have
me
those on
references
hand?
Okay.
Dio and Tato also crafts molds a little heart out of the ground,
Oh,
and it's just like holding it in between on the ground.
But wait, we still need the answer.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, Flint watches as Mo just books it out of there immediately, and kind of gets like a little bit of a sly smirk and watches as she leaves, and then waits to answer, and then just answers. I would say that I feel a way that is beyond words describing. Would be the truth.
What does that mean?
That's so vague, but also that's so romantic.
Is it?
I wish someone would talk about me that way.
Oh no.
It could be bad though, right? I mean,
I suppose. Do you mean that in an affectionate way or in a negative way?
Very, very affectionate.
okay, then it's good.
All right. You passed the test. That's all.
Oh my goodness. So, do you guys have anything more in particular you would like to do in this area? Otherwise, I will summarize some things that happen to move us to the next area, if you guys are okay with it.
Yeah, you can move us along.
Okay. So you all find out that you had actually been down there and unconscious for a couple of weeks. So you guys were actually being controlled by that great large creature that you had come into contact with. For everybody in chat who's
Octopus one.
unfamiliar, there is a creature called a dream weaver that weaves dreams in its victims' minds, and at the same time, it sustains itself off of kind of their energy, their dreams, and things like that. It's not feeding off of their physical bodies. It actually takes care of them for as long as it can. So it's a kind of like morally gray thing. I don't really know. It's
Yeah, it
weird.
depends on your morality and stuff.
But they all came into contact with it, and actually, as the place they were in were crumbling, it got a hold of them. Lovely. So they had actually been out for weeks. You get a vague answer, like a lot of the answer you were given, that it was taken care of. You guys are okay. You see that Roxanne and Squish are still okay. Roxanne is their robot friend that was created by Mo, and then Squish is basically their dragon pet baby that they have that has learned some pretty iffy things from our like mischievous cleric that we have that may or may not rob people from time to time. What better thing to teach a dragon
It
than
also
to
looks
rob?
like this. I put the link for it.
But yes, the baby squish is actually now the size of a very large dog. So think like a Great Dane to Great Pyrenees type dog. It is very, very large dog. It is actually big enough now that I would say Twinkle could ride on them, like as it's walking around.
So I absolutely do that.
Yes, 100%. You all quickly make your way via some connections through teleporting crystals that are called the bridge crystals that are scattered all around the country. You guys are able to very quickly, after getting yourselves more sorted so you're not all disheveled because you had been out there for weeks, to the city of Verandra. And so you were able to meet this mysterious contact that Flint has, and able to begin your next quest. And again, I repeat to everybody in chat and all of our lovely Tatos, your job here is to do reconnaissance. You have to check for anything suspicious, gather information, find anyone's dark secrets, look for anyone who's doing anything that you deem suspicious, because you will be the stealthy ones. However, our players here, you have to be the face of the guild. The capital technically is not sending you out on this mission. That is the issue, is that they're not sending anyone, and Flint is just trying to utilize your guys' namesake as guild members to ease the tensions and pretend like you were sent out here so that people aren't as upset, because whoever is trying to increase those tensions to make people upset at the government that they're not sending out aid, whoever's stopping that, blocking it, they are gaining something from doing so. So Flint is trying to do the opposite, or so you were told.
Is the guild a
Yes.
governmental body?
They
Oh yeah, where do we sit on that?
Yeah, so the Adventurers Guild isn't technically part of the government, but does have close ties to them. They often utilize them to send out aid to the nearby regions, and they need to be okayed by the government when they do like large quests on the separate regions. So it's kind of like the guild has to run quests by the capital to get confirmed before they send it down to the guild members.
I feel like they're kind of a private company that gets like military contracts sort
Yeah.
of thing, like with the
Okay.
government, but yeah.
Yeah, so they're not necessarily governmental, but they do have ties.
Okay.
Kind of
will
like a
say that
mercenary group
in the-
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, wow. While they're walking, Mo is saying all this to Flint. Like, we typically don't involve ourselves, but time after time, there's a couple of, and they're just saying exactly what Ash said, just straight to him with like all the information.
I love that.
I love it. Oh, this is something random, but during this traveling and stuff, to Mo, Flint says, by the way, sunset. And then she kind of like looks at Mo, and by the way, anybody who knows Mo is like sunset colors.
You can look at the artwork
Um,
near her.
sorry I haven't been able to write to you recently. Like I said, I got caught up in a bit of a messy job, and things went rather sideways, and she kind of taps on her new scar again.
Oh, that's quite alright. The last place we went to, I don't think I could find a parchment quill, anything to write with, or anything I could construct to write with whatever world we were in. Honestly, if I could find Day again, I have so many questions, but it's all good. As long as you are alive and well and have stories to tell, which I will have questions for later, but
Oh, I have many stories, but I'd love to hear yours too.
I can't do this. Okay.
was that Maz or Mo?
Both.
It was literally Maz. I was like, what happened? I can't do this.
It's method acting. It is
Yeah.
method acting.
Be correct, charismatic. You can do this. Okay.
Be smooth.
Oh my goodness.
Smooth.
So, okay, all of you guys, you walk up. Music, love.
Alarms?
Oh, not alarms.
Alarm?
So you walk up and go to this one, turn that one off. Thank you. Turn that one on, and that one, and that one.
And
No, no alarm.
I never get to do anything.
You guys walk up to this city, and you had teleported, actually, luckily, right down the way from it. You are in a giant forest, and I'm talking massive. So, ooh, like I saw her thing stutter for a minute. Anyway,
Weird.
you guys are in a massive forest. You find yourselves actually amidst the roots of a tree so massive you can't actually see around it. It just looks like a wall,
It's
and you
lost in the
can't even
clouds.
see the top of it. But you are amidst the roots of the tree, and you sense like there's that really planty, earthy smell around you, and you hear the buzzing and chittering of a lot of bugs and insects. And you guys are technically in Ellie's hometown.
Well, the one that she didn't
Yay.
really spend time in.
But
Yeah.
so the moment that you appear here, Twinkle, you will register that.
I kind of knew it when you said giant tree.
It's a giant tree surrounded
Oh.
by grass the size of trees, which is very cool. The city.
Yeah, and
Does
mushrooms.
Toby and Mo know
That's
this?
fun.
You guys know that this is like the homeland of the Saymora race, because it is
Yeah.
well known, but it's
The
not
bug people
traveled to a lot. They don't tend to have as many travelers because they are very much on the outskirts and a separate island from the main continent.
Yeah.
But you would know that, and you now know that there is some sauce about how Twinkle may or may not have taken Ellie as a baby egg. You know, maybe, possibly, probably. But
If
yes,
they don't know the other side, they would just like, oh, Ellie, this is. I don't think I've traveled here in my 80 years.
I don't think I have either. Look at this.
You think this is wonderful?
Yeah.
I need to write this in the memoirs really quick. And they start like sketching out the little tree, and they're just like, "Tell me what you know. Do you remember this branch or this
I
branch?"
don't think I was here at all. But remember the giant tree I told you about that we kind of all become a part? This is that tree. I can feel it.
The tree.
Yeah.
Ellie,
exciting.
okay. I'm gonna draw you real big here so that we can see you, but it's not to scale. I'll note that in the memoir.
I know they say see things from an ant's perspective, but I think this is a little excessive.
Yeah,
A little fun.
Guys, look at this grass. And I'm just gonna fly to the top of all the blades of grass.
and you're just like,
And just
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the size of a tree that you're
Yeah.
going up to.
Mo is just like clapping, like at any sort of like excitement and enjoyment, like for Ellie. They're like, oh
So-
yeah, like a mom who's like really happy at every little thing. They're just like very exaggerated, but fully feeling it genuinely. They're just doing that.
So pretty much you look like such Taurus.
yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
like you're like the epitome of it. Like you're just like, yes.
10% of Toby has the same emotion. 90% of Toby is looking for giant spiders and stuff. So can I make a perception check to make sure?
Make a perception
Because
check.
I
yeah.
wouldn't put it underneath the data.
Yeah,
Like,
this is-
you know what I mean? Like, we spent
You
a
just
little
gave
bit of
him the
time
idea
training and,
now.
like,
Yeah, this is
we
like
spent a
Grounded
little
or
bit of
Honey, I
time
Shrunk the
away
Kids.
and,
Yeah, isn't there a game where you're like playing
Grounded.
small? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ground. I wouldn't
Yeah.
get that game. Wait, no.
I was gonna also say probably like what is it called? Pikmin.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was a good one.
Pikmin is also one of those. Natural 20.
Oh dang. So you guys are walking up through the grass. There are a bunch of mushrooms and stuff too. And you see, as you're coming up to an archway, there are two individuals that are standing there. One of them has a hood on, and the other one seems very like stern and stuff, and is standing next
Those
to
are kind
them.
of bulky too.
And is very bulky. And then you see past them, there's a lot of movement, and there's a lot of different individuals, but all of the individuals are like mixes of different bugs and also a few arachnid-esque mixes as well. But no like spider creatures that are coming at you, but more like just different buggy people
Varieties
and
of all
individuals.
kind, yeah.
Yes, of all kinds.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got some people over there. I think they're looking to speak to us.
Real quick, do
Yeah.
I know if I'm like wanted here or something?
That's a great question.
Ooh.
You actually don't. So your situation, and this is for everybody in chat as well, Twinkle's situation was that she technically stole Ellie as a baby, as a little eggy. She had come out of the Twilight Drift, and there are actually little pockets of dimensional rifts in this island to the Twilight
Like
Drift.
right where the tree is.
Our
and stuff.
Feywilds
Yeah.
of sorts. And she came out, saw shiny things, and went, ooh. And Ellie's was actually one of the most shiny and decorated eggs, and so she made sure to run off with that. You did not get caught, actually, until you got to the mainland, and some of the capital's guards saw that you had an egg that they recognized as a very important egg, and by that point they had been getting alerts from this city that some egg went missing that was very, very important. And so then they were like, yeah, ma'am? And you're just sitting there like,
I'm imagining Twinkle like trying to sell it at like a pawn shop or something, and they're like,
Yeah.
Is Twinkle
is so-
literally like Mother Gothel Rapunzel?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, in a way.
Shiny.
oh, it was,
Unexpected.
Also,
An
I
egg.
did want to ask, because the whole day-night cycle, we had like players coming in and out. Like, is this information that like Toby and Mo would be aware of as well, or is this still more privatized information?
I think that Toby was there when
I
the
think I was there
information
too.
was
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, I think Toby was.
yeah, at least Toby would.
Yeah.
I don't.
and you guys would have had a little bit of travel time, so if you want to say that Twinkle kind of filled them in, you can, but it's not required.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if
I'll
Mo
stay into the
noted,
Lulu land.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say
Oh.
if Mo noticed that Twinkle seems off, then Twinkle would explain it. But I also feel like Mo would be just kind of like heart eyes at Flint the whole time, so
That's fair.
maybe not.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they notice anything of Twinkle, they wouldn't register that it was related to that. It would just be like, something's up, but something is always up. Squish is here. Are they
That's
teaching
true.
them things? Toby, we need to like get the control of this co-parenting real quick. But then that's pretty much like where it would go.
Wait, is
But,
Squish with us?
Yeah.
And Roxanne, who I totally remember.
Roxanne, I'm not worried about, but Squish, yes.
Well, remember, and Squish is the
Roxanne.
size of a Great Dane right now, and Twinkle's riding
No,
it. It's,
I think
I-
Toby will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say real quick. I'm gonna preemptively disguise self just in case.
you don't have to necessarily, because J. Rain Tato just did an illusion spell to make you look different.
Aw.
Hey,
So-
it's still
Nice.
fun.
Yeah. Also, I know you talked about the Tatos being stealthy, but one of them it just has a little tiny Tato mech, and they're just like that's made of wood, and it's just walking
so
alongside
fun.
people.
I think Toby's gonna go over to Twinkle and go. So, we don't talk about that, right? Here.
No,
Okay, but
definitely not.
does
we-
Ellie know? Does Ellie know not to talk about that here? How are you two doing, by the way?
I'm still up on a blade of grass. So I'm
She's just like,
This is a private.
"Whee!"
This is
How
a private
far away is Mo now?
Mo's drawing Ellie, so you know, like, but I'm not here.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm okay with talking about it, but maybe definitely not here. Definitely not here.
Right, should we let Ellie? is that infringing on Ellie's rights as a Saymora to let her know that, like, maybe we shouldn't talk about that until after we've left the city? Or, like, do we just let her talk about it?
Oh,
As you guys
that's
get nearer,
really
by the way,
complicated.
as you get nearer to the gate, Flint just leans in because Flint is still with you and like leans over to your conversation and is like, "Oh, secrets, fun." But it seems my
Like, you're a
contact is
stranger to
here.
secrets.
And Flint kind of gestures and half waves at their contact that is waiting by the gate. And as Ellie is distracted with the grass flying up above, the rest of you guys kind of wander while Mo is also looking at Ellie still, up to our lovely guest star who is very patient with us because we took forever to get here. Thank you
Sorry.
so much.
You're good.
But yeah, describe your character.
Am I still wearing a cloak or am I not cloaked?
You could probably
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, I take down the hood," and then describe your character.
It's also up to you, I guess.
Yeah. I only asked because it had been put in my brief, so I wanted to know
Oh,
where,
yeah.
where we stood in the timeline of my brief. Yeah, you would see a very tall Samoan who's about probably 6'8", has very long, regal-looking like moth wings that have like an ombre of gray down to black, has like a crown of like little pointed antennae, is wearing a very like shiny paladin armor of some like the deity is there is not like quite depicted, but has paladin armor. Yeah, anything else that I would need to look like?
You
Okay.
would have.
Moth people.
I mean, yeah, you would be partially moth. They actually have some beetle-like qualities as well.
Okay.
Specifically, specifically more like scarab beetle-esque. But yeah. So you see as Flint, which you would know, is your contact, is bringing in some adventurers for you. And Flint kind of waves and then is like, I brought the people. I brought all the adventurers, like I said.
Good, and they know the quakes. They can do the whole fixie thing, save the people, bring down the capital if needed.
Oh, yeah, they're
Wait,
fine.
bring down the capital.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was sketching. I heard what? I'm done.
That wasn't part of the. Wait, you left that part out of the brief.
no,
Yes,
no.
dear.
They're just joking. We're not bringing
Yeah.
down the capital. This is to save the
Hello.
capital.
It's a joke between Flint and I to make sure we're establishing we're the right person when we see each other. We say that because we know no one would ever say it, and it just allows us to make sure we're not disguising each other. My name is Chris. Nice to meet you. And we'll extend a hand to anyone standing in front of him.
Hi, Chris. My name's Toby.
Nice to
I'm
meet you, Toby.
Twinkle.
Nice to meet you, Twinkle.
I'll fly down and just be very excited to see another moth person, because I don't think Ellie has ever seen that where she's from.
Nope.
And so she's gonna like fly super speed to you, kind of like do the halt thing in cartoons where there's like the trail of dirt coming behind, and then with her forearms grab your forearms and just start shaking them very violently and go, "Oh my god, hi, we look pretty similar. I mean, this is really cool. Your wings," and she's gonna like kind of pick one up. "This is cool. Your wings are so cool." And then I'm gonna show mine. "Yeah, hi, Ellie."
As you're shaking his hand, he just stands there frozen, like staring at you, trying to like get a glimpse. And after like probably 3 or 4 seconds, what feels very long, goes, "Sister, did you come back?"
Oh my god, what? Clearly not ready.
You got-
I'm
You've
sorry.
been gone
what?
for so long, we didn't actually think you'd ever find us again. You made it back to us? Your wings
What?
are the same color your egg were, and there's no mistaking a royal mount. You have to be the people's princess.
What?
And then I think he's just gonna hug you while he's gonna stop being frozen and hug you while you're frozen.
Yeah, I'm frozen. Tears coming. This is a fun fact. I think Mo's feeling it too.
We
Toby
lost
water.
Mel. Oh, there it is.
Toby, water. Water. Toby, water.
Oh,
What?
oh, okay. Here.
I'm just gonna stay frozen.
It's actually in the same moment that Mo is freaking out and saying water, a Tato just appears in a splash of water that goes on everybody's faces, and is just like, "Ee!" and does like a happy little Tato laugh, completely interrupting this moment in the middle of it.
As they splash the water too, the bulkier individual near them like kind of moves in and separates them for a moment. And it's like, Prince, what? And it's like starts like messing around in the water. Just water. I can make sure it wasn't anything that could be dangerous.
Yes, and
Continue.
I am. Thank you so much for looking for this. At least Mo's noble like background will come out, especially if someone's like stepping forward and they're just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm safe. First of all, repeat what you just said. Only 2 words. You called them sister. What?
And
I
royal.
imagine.
Yes. Wait a minute. Why aren't you freaking out about the sister thing? And Twinkle. And I
She's,
know
like,
why you're
hiding-
frozen, Elytra.
She's like hiding in Squish's scales.
Ellie, you're not. You said about the royalty, and you completely skipped over the sister. And you're hiding.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Are
Okay,
you
all
naturally
right.
shy?
So shy.
Do I get paid more for this since I'm reuniting a family? Just, I can wait.
Yeah.
Did you
I
know
would
she
think
was
it's
my
something in
sister and
the-
not tell me that for years?
I'm still just
No.
We
So no.
didn't.
Guys,
No.
guys,
Yes.
what?
Yes.
What's
No, we-
happening here?
We hear. This wonderful contact of Flint's has told us that you are their sister and that you had disappeared. And wait,
Perhaps
you didn't
the
say
princess
disappeared.
of a
You said,
nation?
yeah. Well, you said a different word. You didn't say disappeared.
Well,
No,
the
that she
the
left.
eggs in the hatchery never. They were taken one night, and
Well,
Wait,
it's just one
eggs,
egg,
plural?
actually.
You guys see as there is like almost a moment of oh across Flint's face, and Flint just looks from Twinkle to Ellie to Twinkle to Ellie to Sean's character and is like, oh.
So, Ellie, and they'll grab like with their like tentacles to Ellie's forehands and just like hold them like. I have questions, and they like dart a look over to Twinkle, but Princess, is that the title?
What?
Chris?
don't-
I mean Prince Chris? What are we going for here? What's the title here?
I don't care. Chris,
Thank
Prince
goodness.
Chris, Crown
Elytra,
Prince of the Nation, anything works.
I'm just.
I don't even know if I should hold your hand like this. I am nobility, but Your Majesty.
No.
It seems. Oh, okay. Ellie,
Yeah.
are you okay?
I'm just gonna take the hands that you grabbed from, like, I'm taking them back, and I'm like, I'm not a princess. I'm just Ellie. She's gonna kind of walk
That
back
just
a
means you want to
little.
help the people around you, and you have power to. It's nothing important.
This is too much. Brother, home, princess, saving people. I've never. What? Are homes just being destroyed? I'm not. What's happening? Are we still in the dream world?
No?
No. But we are here for a job, right? And if we think about it that way, it is a lot simpler than what just happened.
Nah.
And then we'll slowly kind of work our way through it and figure it out.
Yeah.
And our new friend will explain it to us. I think that will make it a little easier.
Well, you're supposed to be our contact, right?
Yeah, yeah, because we haven't been getting any aid recently, and so we thought we'd ask in less official manners, and now we have aid. We have 4 of you.
Aid is just people. You're not looking for supplies, or
Aid is aid. We're far. Not many people get here. Supply lines are hard to maintain, and I don't fully believe they've been continued, if we're being quite honest. So aid in terms of adventurers is the best we could muster right now.
Yeah,
all right.
and we've already gotten paid, and we're getting paid more after this. So, I mean,
We got paid?
we should just
Chris, does Flint still need to be here?
Well, Toby.
Not now. Not now, Sunset.
No? Question mark from Sean to the DMs.
I mean, and technically they aren't required
Yeah.
to be there, but
Like they've done their job now.
It's more
right?
bringing them, I think, was like kind of the thing.
that is so funny. Do they need to be here?
Do they have to-
Toby-
They have to be.
The right now sunset is what got me. I'm like, okay.
You're like, whoa.
whoa.
You're just going there.
That is so funny.
Because if you're lacking in aid, then we probably need a little bit of we should be talking about how we could help as aid, right?
Yeah. We want to tour the city and see what's all been going on, and we can show you you probably don't want to see parts of the city. We can show you the castle. I can show you your home.
Well, why wouldn't
A cool
why wouldn't we
castle,
want-
yes.
why-
And they're
why
still
wouldn't we
holding
want
on to Ellie's
see
hands.
the city.
Just one part of it, but the rest of the city is all very nice.
Okay.
I'm not listening because Ellie's still just stunned and doesn't know what to do. So
Okay, well, let's go to the castle then, and then maybe we could see some of the city on the way, and perhaps discuss maybe Flint's affiliation with the group, and maybe not getting paid despite the fact that they're not registered with the Adventurers Guild, as far as I know.
They did get paid. They said they
Definitely
got
not.
paid already. And
Question:
we didn't get paid.
The Samoya can communicate through pheromones and stuff, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I just release calm senses at Ellie, like a familial hug, but in the
Aw.
Samoya way?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
try and release the
That's sweet.
stun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would also
because you're
probably be
getting to
kind of unfamiliar to Ellie because Ellie's not used to being around other it's Saymora. Other
Oh,
Saymora.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Samoyed.
I always mispronounce even our own stuff. That's why I look at David half the time, so you're good. But
Okay.
anyway,
True. The only
Can
the
you
only
say
other
it one more time so I can write it in word letters?
oh yeah, it would be
Saymora.
say more
SAYMOR.
So it'd be like being
Yep.
like say
Mhm.
more.
Yep.
Ah.
Got it. Yep. Got it now.
Yep.
I was gonna say that the only other Saymora that we've come into extended contact with would probably be Roy, and Roy doesn't seem like the type to give off comfy pheromones.
No,
Yeah.
Roy doesn't
No.
really do
More
pheromones.
angsty,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Roy's very angsty.
airfoot vibes.
Angsty pheromones, aka teenager smell.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very much. Yeah, that's definitely it.
The other individual who was with the prince, this stag beetle, big bulkier looking older Saymora, like, I agree, Prince. We should probably get back to the palace, or at least back in the city. We're too exposed out here. He's looking around.
What are you worried about out here? I know that you're trying to protect them, but we're going to the. If we're just trying to establish aid, then nobody should be attacking us, right? Unless there's some part of the story you're not telling us.
As head of security, I can never be too careful. So I gotta make sure, especially when we're out here away from the other guards. And
we
we're
get his name?
on the outskirts. I don't know if any dire fleas or any of the other creatures could be out here.
Dire flea?
So it's better
Like
to
a
keep
big
on moving.
flea?
Oh, they're just giant predatory fleas. They'll suck the blood from your body. But we should. That's just why I like to check out for them.
I am so glad I don't have blood.
So you're like this royal. So you're like this royal person. Who is this?
This would be Cadus, right?
Cadus, yeah.
Yeah. That's head of security, royal guard, friend, mentor. His name's Cadus.
Yeah, are there dire fleas? Is that something we should actually be worried about?
Always.
Okay. All right.
Don't worry, they don't come into the city, so we'd be fine once we go in there.
Sure.
Ellie's
Let's-
just gonna start walking somewhere.
No, Ellie. this
Can
way.
I use my glowy lights to kind of be like
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Ellie,
Wait, does this
Ellie,
affect
look,
Chris?
this is a cool city. Like you wanted to tell me about. I have never been here, and I still want to know. And there's all this cool stuff like dire fleas that I still haven't sketched. I don't have blood, right? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, we have to see things, so let's see them together.
And Tato also shakes your arm, Ellie, at the same time excitedly and looks at you and is like, "Yee!"
Another one also hands her a note that says, "You're more than enough. Don't pretend to be someone you're not."
I have a question.
Cute.
Yes.
So Mo is using their lights to kind of like distract Ellie.
Yes.
Based on the ambiance, we're in a forest where it's raining, right? So
And
there's no
foggy.
other light source.
It actually, weirdly enough, is not raining, and it sounds like it is.
All
But
right.
when you get in there, the sound that is like the pittering, pattering is actually everybody's wings and like different body parts chirping
Oh.
and chittering. And so it sounds like rain in the
Yep.
environment, but it actually is all of the people.
Second question.
Mhm.
How much attention does Mo suddenly attract now that she's using her lights
My
Right.
God.
in
Oh,
this Saymora city?
The big bug city and
A parade of
what have I done?
Fortunately, there is a lot of glowing mushrooms and stuff in this city. However, the combination of outsiders in a city that does not normally get travelers a lot, the glowing, and then also the now like exposed, he doesn't have a hood up, crown prince with a missing princess that obviously looks very similar to her brother walking in nervously next to. You guys are definitely attracting a lot of attention, and I kind of almost imagine it like everybody's going about their day and you progressively are just seeing more and more people kind of bumping shoulders, like,
So
but
people
they're like
bowing and
trying
stuff,
not
too.
to be too rude and they're just kind of like bowing, but then you
Like
can
going
tell
about
they're
it.
actively like watching you guys.
Yeah. Cadus is trying to like push some people back. Like, hey, don't get too close. Don't get too
Is this?
close. Hey.
Why are they doing this, guys?
Because they're happy to see you.
But they don't need it. I'm just so
You can-
confused.
You can tell them to stop.
But they're just going about their day. Stop what? Stop staring? Stop bowing? Stop looking?
Yeah. Whatever. They're all very good people. They're very nice. They help us all the time, and when we ask small things of privacy, they give it to us.
Huh. Did you just say stop?
You could say please, but yeah.
I guess manners are important. Yeah. She'll just, like, I guess, kind of, like, take the lead, I guess, or whatever, like, just, like, a step forward and just be like, hey, guys, can you, like, stop, please? She's, like, totally not confident.
They're just a
Could I
couple.
stand behind Viddy? I mean, sorry, not Viddy. Can I stand behind Kelly? I mean, Ellie. I can't talk. To command a little, like, stop, like, with the, like, nobility or something. Just
Some of the people kind of look and they seem taken aback and they're like, oh, yes,
Yeah,
princess.
wait,
Yes.
stop what? I'll just stop everything.
No. Oh, gee.
I think she means stop staring.
Oh, okay,
So just act natural.
okay.
This is so exciting.
I know.
Oh crap!
Are they
wait,
looking?
I'm still
Oh, they're
staring.
still looking. Don't look. I'll do that. Okay. Yeah. Well,
Here
you
we
cover
are.
my eyes. Yeah.
It's a city full of Ellies.
Can someone clip that?
I know,
Oh, wait,
I'm going,
there's a-
I'm literally.
Yeah.
They're all so cute.
Ooh, chaos magic was redeemed, by the way, and based on the roll, you guys all on the top of your the top of your heads, little antennas sprout out that are glowing a little bit, so you get even more loved by these people probably.
Yay. You guys are more bug-like.
As we're walking, and while Ellie is dealing with that stuff, I kind of want to hang back but still walk along with Toby. And just be like, Toby,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do in this situation.
I think lay low.
Yeah, I don't even mean about like getting caught, but
Okay.
I feel so bad about everything,
Oh.
and I want to help Ellie, but
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think that I can be the one to help Ellie since I'm like the cause of it. I
Well,
just don't know what to do.
think about it this way, right? Like, if you were let's say that somebody, I know this is a wild concept, but stole from you, right? Like
They
they,
couldn't, but okay.
okay, just imagine it's a hypothetical. So let's say
Alright.
they like stole like your coin pouch, right? If somebody else were to have found your coin pouch and returned it to you, you may still have resentment towards that individual who stole it initially, right? But
Oh,
if
yeah.
the person who stole it from you returned it to you initially, the tension might be high, but the remorse wouldn't be there anymore, right?
Yeah. It would-
Right.
Sorry.
So I think it would be the same thing with. You're all good. There was a
Okay.
temporary pause. But right. So here's the thing: is we know Ellie, right? We know Ellie is going through a lot at the moment, especially now. So maybe now is not the greatest time to do that, but afterwards, maybe you could say, my bad, I'm sorry.
Hey, my bad.
Funny.
It's not like, like, I guess we'll see, like, in comparison, like, once we enter the castle, like, what lavish life that you have kind of stolen from Ellie in the first place, but, in comparison, if she ended up being a happier person overall, then I think that's okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could look at it like if I didn't steal that egg, then we wouldn't have Ellie with us now.
Right, and Ellie wouldn't be as, maybe she wouldn't be as strong as she is now.
Yeah. She's a little rough around the edges, but that's why I like her.
Right, and you guys are, like, good, I don't know, like, you guys are, like, glued at the hip with one another. You guys have known each other for a long time, right?
Yeah, we do so many pranks together.
Right.
Okay, well, I'll give her some space while we're here.
Right. Like I just wanted to also clarify. This is not me saying that like what you did was that was kind of messed up.
No, I know. I know.
like as of you know, like I have a duty to kind of point that kind of stuff out because you know,
That's
like
fine.
it's not that wasn't okay.
That's probably like
But-
the worst thing I've done, or at least like one of them.
How just this one egg, right?
That's the only egg, yeah.
Okay, all right, good. All right. Great. So we don't have to do this again.
No.
But
I've never stolen any other life forms.
that's good. That's good. That's a you know what? My opinion of you has improved slightly.
Okay. And you
I
know,
am-
I also
glad-
didn't really know it was an egg when I took it. I just thought it was
Right.
pretty.
It's okay. That's all. I mean, no, it's not okay. But you know, now you have a little bit of remorse now, which means that you still have some sort of morality and sense of justice somewhere in there. And if you, as long as you acknowledge that what you did was not okay, and you feel there's nothing else that could really, you know, like punish you for that except life in prison here within the Saymora city.
I
Yeah,
suppose
probably.
Yeah,
that
well,
probably is true.
maybe I deserve it.
But you know, within this actual kind of context, you've already kind of felt the emotional, you know, consequences of it already. So the best thing you can do in this situation is try your best to repair it.
Okay. Yeah.
You're still a part of this group. We have each other's backs. What you
Alright.
did was messed up, but we can look past it.
Toby, do you think I'm a bad person?
You... It's
The
complicated.
pause. The pause.
It's alright.
It's complicated because, you know, the first time that we met, you did steal something from me, and that's not necessarily something that good
It
people
was a
do.
small thing.
It was a, yeah, but you know, like I come from a society where like people haven't stolen anything in over like 2 decades.
What do they do for fun?
They relax and have tea. It's a really
Where
boring
did they get
place.
the tea?
They grow
They
it
steal
themselves.
it from a plant.
No, they grow it themselves. It's like a multi-year process. They're actually really proud of it.
Alright. I think I've got some inner work to do, but
It's okay.
thank you for your
You've
help.
the first step is admitting it, and the second step is trying to figure out what to do next.
Okay. Maybe this is the era where Twinkle doesn't steal anymore.
I highly doubt it.
Also, Squish that you're riding on, Twinkle looks up at you like.
But I do appreciate your optimism. It's a good mindset to be in.
Yeah, I can at least try to steal less.
There we go. Let's do like a tracker. You know, we could have like a times that Twinkle has thought about stealing, but didn't actually steal anything this week.
Right, like one of those like days, number of days where Twinkle hasn't stolen.
No, I
And then
don't
we-
think we should start smaller. We should start smaller.
Maybe like by hour instead of day.
Sure.
Okay.
We could do like the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, and then we'll take that. If you make it through the whole day, that's 3 whole cycles.
Oh. Alright. Do I get something for not stealing?
Deal.
Do I get a free steal?
Mor- you get a piece of moral cake.
What flavour is that?
Humanity flavored.
I mean, listen, I've done a lot
They-
wrong, but I don't want to taste humans.
Okay, well, you know what I
Through
mean.
this, I will say like Mo is asking Chris a lot of questions and just
Like,
trying
let's have
to
that conversation
like
next, yeah.
they're just like continuing it just
So
like
funny.
because just trying to at least not push but like slowly make sure that Ellie's good and okay as they're walking with them. Just wanted to know that because that conversation was awesome, but I didn't want to cut you guys off before Biscuit started barking.
Okay, I think it just would have kept evolving into nonsense.
That's
You
great.
guys are just like walking
Through the city. Yeah.
While you guys are walking, Twinkle and Toby, can I have you roll a perception check?
Absolutely.
Oh, also, I don't know
are
if
people gonna
anyone
recognize
noticed before, but the illusion that's cast on Twinkle, J-Rain says it looks like Rachel.
Oh,
So
Oh,
it
just
just looks like.
yourself.
Wow, I
Yeah.
bet you look weird here.
Very
Yeah, just
Oh,
a
yeah.
random
Enough,
blonde
you.
human.
Yeah.
18 on my end.
Oh.
You said perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll save that actually. Wait, no. I
30,
can't.
20.
Ooh. Okay.
Still 18.
So you guys both actually notice towards the end of your conversation, you notice over your shoulder that the two individuals that were really dorky, with the listening to Ellie and the stopping and then the covering their eyes and stuff, seem to be walking behind you, and they are walking kind of close behind you and trying to be really stealthy, but they look like they're distracted and they're like looking in a basket of things, but they're like walking directly behind you. And you just hear oh crap, I think I realized when you were talking. Oh, I see. And then they see as both of you guys kind of like acknowledge that they're right there, and then they just split up and start going in two different directions, but then
Freeze.
realize
I'm gonna cast command.
oh, on both of them?
I think I can upscale it actually. Hold on. Let me just double check that.
This is happening
Can you
while
upcast
Tato's adding a
When
grappling
you cast
hook
a spell
to.
using second level or higher, you can select one additional creature.
Oh,
Yes, I can.
so you can both of us? Okay.
Yeah. So at second level.
Okay.
Here, you roll.
Okay.
I'll have you roll for both. Yeah,
Okay.
go for it. The baby pink is me.
Oh,
It is a wisdom saving throw.
So 13 and 18.
The 18 succeeds, the 13 does not.
Oh,
Oh,
baby
okay, so
pink is
you're-
me.
yeah,
I get
so-
stuck.
Okay.
Can I, on the other one that I see fails, can I cast Charm Person?
Yes. Yes.
Would I hear two verbal component spells being cast on my citizens 10 to 15 feet behind me?
Yes,
Good
probably.
Yeah, because mine was literally freeze.
You
Yeah,
definitely,
Yeah.
you definitely would.
See,
I'll let the spell resolve, and then I think I have thoughts.
The charm person one only got an 11.
Look at that fails.
Yeah.
Also, Tato's can always help too if they need to, but one's just putting a grappling hook on top.
So
And there's an
Toby is
illusion
going
dog
to-
here too. So cool.
I don't know what kind of a convoy that we're currently in, but Toby is going to like detach from the convoy and go towards the baby pink.
oh yeah, that's just the color of the dice.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's the lady that seems a little disheveled. She is.
Does she have the basket?
Yes, she has the
Can I
basket.
take Can I take the basket from her?
Yes, because she just has her arm out holding it. You take the basket, and inside the basket, it just looks like there are a bunch of mushrooms.
Hi, you were following us.
Yeah.
Twinkle puts her arm around the one that she charmed. She's like, "And we're not mad about it. It's okay.
Oh,
It's natural."
yeah, you wouldn't be mad at us for something like that. I know you.
No.
Freeze
Yeah.
only lasts 6 seconds, by the way, so you can freeze.
Well, come on, we
No,
gotta go.
Mel, we don't need to go. I know these
No,
guys.
listen,
They're very
listen,
cool.
yeah. So, my name is Rachel, and I know what you're thinking. I won't say it out loud, but we're actually talking about a friend of ours named Twinkle.
Oh, Twinkle. Oh, that's a fun name.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, she's a little bit of a rapscallion, but she means well. She's not with us, but
See, I was coaching Rachel here about how to have that conversation with Twinkle.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
I think they're fibbing. What's
What?
gotten into
What?
you,
What?
Val?
Hey, Mel, Rachel would never lie to me. We go way
Never.
back. I met her like a few minutes ago. Remember?
Yeah.
When we were back there?
Well, also, I look very different than Twinkle. Twinkle's a little, plant something or other. But I'm just a
Super old humans.
Yeah, they look different.
I don't feel safe.
And I don't feel safe. Can Chris step in?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll step in, seeing this basket and being like, "Oh, this is the local mushroom seller. Like, on the way to the market, we should also. I was going to show you the market. I appreciate whatever.
They were following us and listening in on our conversation. I apologize because we are
As
just a
one
little...
probably would when their missing
careful.
princess has returned and politely asks them to stop and then is still gaping from afar at a safe distance. I would also follow, I imagine. Thank you for your concern, but outward displays of aggression are not typical in the city, and you don't want word to travel. We don't want a bad rep getting.
Rachel would never do aggression.
Who's Rachel?
That's Rachel, and points at Twinkle. Oh, Rachel, do you know our prince? Rachel, you know our prince and our princess? That's like that's cool.
Our apologies, Prince Chris, because we're just a little on edge from our last mission, and we're just trying to be a little careful.
I appreciate it. You have no need for concern in the city. And to unnamed NPCs, I'll be like, you go home for the day, and we'll just send a bit of wage for the day. I think you both need recovery time, and maybe not to be out and about so much today.
Oh, so we should just head out? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
We'll
yeah.
talk later.
Yeah, Rachel, is that cool? Like, if I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, totally. We'll catch up another time.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I love our hangouts. So, okay.
Should we not say anything about, things
Oh,
that
no,
we might have heard?
No, we can say anything in front of Rachel.
Yeah, if you have things on your mind,
yeah.
feel free to speak them.
Yeah, you won't tell anyone, right, Rachel? Oh, of course you won't. Yeah.
I don't like lying, and I don't know.
Oh, we don't need to lie. What's wrong, Mel? Don't worry. We're amongst like the prince and princess and my
Am I
best
allowed
friend
to
Rachel.
say- Is it one of those times where I'm not supposed to say a thing? So
I think it's best if you were to maybe follow the prince's instructions and return home for today.
Oh, I do like listening to the prince. I guess
You
I'll.
can always give it to a guard and bring the message to the castle later.
Oh,
You can think exactly how you want to word it, and we'll get it from you later. No
okay.
worries.
I will go home first, and then maybe go to the shop and drop off the mushrooms, and then I will go talk to a guard about things. I guess that is the right thing to do, and I like doing the right thing. It was nice to meet you, Rachel.
That's Rachel. That's
Yes.
Rachel right there. Yeah.
But my
me.
name is Toby.
Not Twinkle.
Oh, so Twinkle is the name of the one that. Okay.
Yeah, but not that's Rachel. Though.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And this
Oh.
is something that we're already bringing up to the prince, so it's in your best interest to not bring it up to a guard and inconvenience them. I do want to try to intimidate them.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
Ooh.
Fucking spicy.
I like that it's a subtle intimidation, so it's not direct enough to be like, do you feel like the prince, and I always do this as, like, if it's player and player, Sean, that it's just up to your own interpretation. Do
Yeah.
you feel like the prince would catch on to that, or how do you think they would?
I think, other than the, weird show of magic from people, he's got no reason not to trust the people that his contact has brought to the city and are traveling with his sister, whether or not he knows her well.
Yeah.
It's like, you're my sister's friends. I have no reason to assume you are doing terrible things to my citizens. So I don't think he's going to read into it very hard.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then what did you get, Toby?
That was a great question. And a bardic inspiration. Is that a
Ooh.
D6 or a D4 here?
D4 is
Yes.
the bardic inspiration.
Wait, I
Okay.
thought they roll for it.
They do.
They-
Oh, they roll
technically,
for
but
it. Okay.
They didn't
oh.
though, so it's fine.
Okay. So intimidation.
oh, there we go.
They got
Tessie
plus
did.
2.
She got a
Okay,
plus 2.
got it. So it's a 25.
How the the heck did you roll that high?
High charisma.
I'm a charisma player or character.
Man.
Wow.
Okay, they look at you and they get very, very nervous and they start kind of chittering in their voice as well. Fell. Oh, jeez, look at the time.
Yeah, we should probably. I guess we should probably go, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's
okay.
maybe we go out. Maybe we go out here. Okay, yeah. Let's just
Okay,
go.
bye.
Let's just go. Okay. Wait. Bye, Rachel. Bye. You're great.
Bye, you.
You.
And then like Toby's gonna immediately turn to Rachel and go, I seem to have scared them. Is it something that I said?
I don't know. It seemed innocuous to me.
There's a Tato on your shoulder now, Toby, that's trying to look intimidating in like a dark knight outfit.
Yeah.
And starts trying
It must have been the Tato. I understand.
There's also
Yeah.
another Tato in their mech trying to like pose up, looking scary, like behind.
Okay, so
You're
they
supposed to be
must not react very well to the Tato. Do you have Tatos here, Chris?
There would be actually a lot probably because this is like the entrance
Yeah,
to the Fey
I guess
realm
that's
to some.
true.
So like.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
think they'd probably
have
be
so
used
many.
to the Tatos.
We are used to the Tatos as this is the entrance to the Fey realm.
Well, it's,
Whoa, Chris just knew that, right?
how knowledgeable.
Yeah.
How knowledgeable. That's very actually good to know and good knowledge. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome. Please ask anything else you need to know about our city.
And I will know right away.
In full detail.
Anything you need.
I've lived here my whole life. I have no reason not to know the answer to your questions.
That's fair.
I kind of want this
And
to
as a
happen.
royal-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we get back with the convoy then? Return to the castle.
Yeah.
Or the market is on the way if you want to see that. Maybe take a breather before big house, all that. Whatever you're most comfortable with.
Prince, are you sure the market? I don't have my full detail out here.
Is
Surrounding
there like a
issues.
smell of something good, like a food or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Probably especially
Okay.
to you, Ellie. I'm sure there's
Oh.
stuff that would like smells the best ever.
Yeah, I think food is gonna be a thing that she's gonna be definitely drawn to, and
Well, there goes Ellie.
yeah.
So I think that's our answer.
Right.
Great.
Well, at
Gonna
least
hold- gonna
they are
hold Rachel
safe
back.
here.
Or Rachel.
So
Princess, don't stray too far.
She doesn't hear because she's not used to being called that.
Yeah.
Just dispatch like 2 personal knights to both sides whenever more than like 15 feet away.
Yep. That's what like Cadis is doing, just like squat like bodyguard or like earpiece kind of vibe
Yeah,
of like,
like, go,
flank
go,
that way and you see them moving in the crowd and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
oh, another Tato is using Mage Hand to waft the food more towards Ellie, like
Oh.
even more to help.
I will go up to the vendor, and I'm just gonna be like, what is this? It smells so good.
Would you like to, or would you like me to?
What would a bug person
Well,
eat?
I don't know. Do you have a good like chef or
Nectar?
food
Oh.
vendor or something?
Yeah, I could do something.
Oh, you got okay. Then you can go.
If you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, if you got
mushrooms for nectar?
something, go for it.
Fresh aphid juice.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Fresh
fair.
what? Juice?
Aphid.
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 I also
What did you
Little
hear?
bugs.
I no,
I thought you said David juice, and I went, what?
that killed me.
No.
Tell us how you really feel, Vinny.
Vinny, I'm with someone.
I know.
So anyway, you walk up to
We should
the
clip that one.
vendor. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll make sure to clip that. There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
So anyway,
See, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, you should definitely do regional cuisine world building day so that we don't have events like this in the future.
Yes. Yes.
so you walk up to the vendor, and it is this old cricket woman. Like, she is a cricket, and she's like very hunched over, and she is sitting there, and she seems to be frying something on like a skillet type thing, and it looks like it is actually like giant folded flower petals that have a bunch of nuts and berries folded into it, so it's almost like a hot pocket, but made of a flower petal with nuts and berries inside of it. And she seems to be frying them on the little skillet thing in front, and she's just like, petals, stuffed petals.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had a stuffed petal. I can. How much for one?
Oh, miss, is it for you? You can just have the stuffed petal, dear.
No. How much?
Oh, no, I insist.
I too insist. How much?
I will take 1 copper.
Hey Mo, do you have the money?
Yes. And Mo just drops like 3 gold into your hand.
Oh,
Is Mo just that like rich aunt that just doesn't know the value of money and is just like, oh, here, dear, yeah, you want a stick of gum?
Rich auntie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would like some candy? Here's $100. Like, here you go. Like, whatever.
Rich, smart auntie. Just 3 gold. That should be enough.
oh my.
Get yourself something nice from the pharmacy. Hands over the credit card.
Would all of you like stuffed petals? I would love to feed all of your
Yes,
friends.
Would
Love
love to
to
sample
try.
some local cuisine. Yes.
Yeah, I'll try some.
Oh, thank you. This is a recipe that's been in my family for many generations, possibly 60 years.
Oh wow.
Many generations is 60 years.
Yes.
Well, we don't live very long.
So
Toby.
how many generations is that?
Oh, well, let's see. I would say roughly three generations before me, of course. So I'm saying this is 60 years before me. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually almost 30, if you can believe it. Oh,
You look wonderful.
Mo will look at Chris for like confirmation that this is right, just like, and then the nod. As soon as the nod is like, oh,
You don't look at
yes, you
day
look
over
lovely, dear.
25.
oh, you flatter me, dear.
I'm gonna eat the stuffed petal, and then you just see like her, like antennae and everything that just kind of like shoot up from it tasting so good. And she's just gonna. This is delicious. Can I have more?
Oh, yes. Dear, you can have as many as you like. And she kind of leans over and like pulls Ellie a little bit close to kind of whisper to her more privately. Dear, if you are feeling overwhelmed, I understand. I went away in my youth for a little while to go on some adventures. I understand it can be hard being back home, but we're happy to have you. You will always find a home here.
I love her, and I'm just gonna cry and hug her.
A Tato shapes a rock into a flower, so they have a flower that lasts forever. For the old lady, it's like in her shop and stuff.
That's so cute.
Yep.
Sweet. She proudly puts it up like on a little stand or something in the little market stand. That's cute.
She's just like kind of going over all these emotions, but you can't understand any of it because it's like that snot kind of crying. Yeah.
I understand. It's okay,
just
dear.
hard. Yeah.
It's a lot to process.
And then she's gonna eat.
You got Ellie. You have an illusionary puppy at your feet too. If it helps to make you feel better.
Yeah, it does.
I do imagine you cry eating though. Just like,
Yeah. She's absolutely cry eating. She's stressy. Yeah.
Now, dear, one last thing. Your brother has missed you so very so, and he's just looked for you for a long time. So, though I know it's challenging, and don't push yourself too much, dear, but please be kind to him. He missed you quite a bit all these years.
And who are you?
Oh, That's a good question.
She's the pedal sales lady. I know everyone in town. The merchants are very helpful to maintaining the nation we have.
It's Petunia.
So
You know what?
The entire,
Yeah.
the entire market square knows that you've been looking for your sister for.
I'm Nana Nelly. Yes, I'm
Are you
Nana
related-
Nelly, and I have
Are you
known
related
that
to
this
Chris
whole
in some
time.
way, or
What?
are you related to Chris in some way, or
Oh no. In this place, we all kind of know everything about each other. Though it is quite a big city, it has that small town feel in that we're all there for each other. You know, we're there for each other from birth. After all, we have an incubation for all of the eggs, all of the little ones here, all hatched together. That's where sweet Ellie was in that incubation all those years ago before she was taken by some kind of monster.
One second
Nana,
before you say
Nana, we
something.
don't speak of the dark day anymore. She's back now. We don't need to think about it.
If it at least helps, Twinkle, I'm gonna say while this is happening, Tato pops on your shoulder and in Tato niece says, these mistakes aren't meant to be things we go back and fix. Nothing is wrong with you, Twinkle. So stop beating yourself up and live life to the fullest.
Aw.
And then they turn to smoke and disappear. they have a little smoke bomb that they like throw on the ground, so it also is very sweet, but then you get smoke in your face as they disappear.
I apologize. It's typically information like that outside of a lot of cities is very personal and private and not really well. We're very new to Saymora society, so this is
No.
news to me.
May I
When
ask you
a
a
monarch
question?
goes missing.
You know, if you guys kind of like know everything about each other, let's say if one of you like came into some new information,
Oh,
would
it
others know
wouldn't
about it?
stay new for long. We're all little chatters, chittering and chattering, you know. Oh.
Oh, that's so lovely. Wow, you all feel very connected.
Yes. But of course, we still respect those in charge, and she kind of nods to Chris.
I'm not back. Yes, when you have shorter lives than most, you make the most out of them. We're a strong community. And a loss for one person is a loss for all, and so it is not strange here to spread sadness, as others can often lift you up, share resources, find benefits, bring something from below the roots to up above the tree, and help everyone out.
Oh, I'm so glad we have you, Chris.
Chris,
Thank you, Nana.
You
May I
seem
talk to
pretty
you?
great.
may I talk to you in private just a moment?
Sure.
Twinkle's just staring at Toby like,
Is she looking like, don't you snitch?
it's more so like, oh god, what is he gonna say?
So, can you imagine why I'm speaking to you and why I'm confused?
No, your confusion honestly seems quite alien, but I'm excited to learn.
Within a society in which information is spread so freely and everyone is able to communicate with one another, how is it that there is an interruption in aid to your city?
It's not from us. There's something external.
And
There's
you're
been...
certain.
The quakes are well beyond any means of a Samoran. We're a mighty people, but not mighty enough to shake the land.
Well,
I suppose if we did it all together, we probably could. But then we would know we were doing it.
right, but that kind of begins to bring forth another question. How many people strong are you within this city? Hundreds? Thousands?
It'd probably be like hundreds.
Millions?
It'd be like hundreds of thousands,
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of people strong.
I knew this.
I knew this.
In a city, I know you know this. It's very strange that you're, I trust you. In a city with hundreds of thousands of Saymora, and with information spreading so quickly, under all of their purview, all of these quakes are happening and these interruptions are happening, you can imagine how I can be confused about that, especially because I'm imagining that Saymora don't stay within just the city. There's a lot of transference that happens, there's a lot of travel and trade.
Is there?
So the Arendra is much more separate than a lot of the other places, so they don't really do too much trading with the mainland, but they do have representation in like the capital.
Yep.
But
There are also other Saymora cities on the island, like
yeah,
on the other far off.
this is
place.
just like
So-
the main one.
Yeah, so there's like the capital of the little island place. So probably more trading on the island and some trading with the mainland, but definitely not like a ton kind of thing. Like more limited.
Says
So you
Chris.
have
And as you see, it's hard to find other people.
right. So, but you must have your own theories, right?
I do. There could be disruptions in the roots. There could be something burrowing below us. There could be something trying to shake the earth. There could be someone trying to channel a god and going a little wrong. We do have a nice little observatory of clerics, and
I'm sorry. Go back.
What do you have to speed one down?
What was the last thing that you just said?
Observatory of clerics.
No, the one before that. Channel of God.
Oh, you know, like when you pray and then you're wearing armor. I imagine you also pray to a deity that allows you to aid those around you.
Yes.
So why is that foreign?
It's just convenient timing.
I mean, it's honestly most convenient as Ellie has returned, but inconvenient as people's lives are at stake. But I'm glad it's convenient for you to be here.
No, it's not. It's not convenient in terms of for you or for any of that. It's that we've had our fair share of deific interactions over the last couple of months, and which deity would it be?
Oh, I don't know. We are all very friendly with Zahashi, the Lord of Pigeons and the Wings. Not sure if you know of them. So probably not them. However, there are several others that people of the cult. There's also, and I don't remember the name,
Yeah, it's okay.
a dark being under the trees that calls to people. Could be this darkness. We haven't looked to the heavens because we feel it's not. We've done nothing to be judged for.
It's just Toby. Like,
Have I misspoke?
Let's get to the castle. We have some things to discuss with the rest of the group.
it couldn't be the. It
loved
definitely
this.
couldn't be the dark being that lurks underneath the ground. It's like probably unrelated to that.
I just love it. Oh my god.
Yo, my boy ain't smart.
It could be anything, really.
That's also like
Just
above table.
royalty.
That was me. Above table. That was Sean had been sent like 20 pages of lore on this book.
No, it's okay.
Like, I don't
Wow.
actually remember
Yeah,
where
no.
things are.
You just let us
Loving
know
Chris right
if you
now
need us
because
to
it's
Yeah.
give you
This is like
info.
exactly who I would imagine that we're talking to right
Ash
now.
kind of said, "You got 99% you can make up, and I'll stop you if you're wrong." So I was just—that's why I keep looking. Like, am I wrong? No. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking.
Yeah.
So
And you can ask us if
be
you
the
have
evil guy
questions,
underneath
too.
the ground that hates us. We don't know.
It's probably the pigeon lady.
Pigeon lady.
God.
Well, I feel like, if anything, Flint would be a good discernment character, but I wish they were here. And Mo just kind of looks longingly like, oh. Why'd you have to send them away? Like, and mutter that quietly near Toby.
Yeah, they had
Just shake it
just
while you're-
at the beginning, like with that whole interaction, they had just wandered off somewhere, but they
could still
went
be in the
somewhere in the
city.
city.
Yeah, they-
you have no idea. They're off on their own little adventure.
Mo's like, where's the closest dive bar?
This. Okay,
But yeah, so you guys
The
very
castle.
non-distractedly
Oh, jingle, jingle.
Chicka, chicka. You guys make your way to the palace. So this is the palace that you now know would be the thing that Ellie would have grown up in. It is actually a gorgeous palace that is built into a It's kind of like a separate tree that was growing out of one of the very large roots from the main tree. This tree is also very massive, but not nearly as big as the main tree
You
that
can
you're
actually
in
see
the
all
roots
of it.
of. Yeah, you can see all of it. But it is still this very grandeur, large castle. A lot of the roots are twining through it. It is kind of carved out of that tree going all the way up. There are a bunch of various bridges and things going to it. There are people coming and going, some of them flying in through the rafters, so you hear more of like the skittering and the flying of wings going in and out. And it's very, very beautiful as you walk up to this castle like building.
Yep. Oh, it also has like kind of amber-colored orange accents that look like they've been like metal like put onto the tree bark and stuff
Is
like
it
that.
like sap?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but,
that
like,
is
hardened.
hardened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because a lot of the guards have armor
Almost
that's
like stained
amber
glass
too.
windows on
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's part of the name. Or, did you know your last name is Amberfell?
No. Nope.
Now you do.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be. Names are just words. You can pick whatever you want.
But if it's royalty, isn't that kind of like part of the gig?
I mean, the only way that it would need you to really matter is if something happened to me, because you're there as like a, in case. So as long as we're both good, then not really.
I don't know if I follow, but yeah, okay. Amberfield. And she's
Belle.
gonna like look back to Mo. Like, doing good. Trying. Yeah.
Elytra Amber Fell. Whoa,
Amber...
what a name.
Oh, yeah. This is the castle? Palace?
Is Chris
Hole?
short for something?
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
Cute. Stop it. Because mine is based off of the wings. So that's
I remember that.
Although
Yeah.
the only thing I got on his character sheet was cries. So-
No, see, like, it's short. C-R-Y-S.
Mm-hmm.
Chris. The
Right.
spelling of chrysalis.
That makes sense. That's so cute. You should have led with that.
You know, it
back when
calls
me
it
and
reveal was
Jay-Ray-
perfect.
back when me and Jaren were trying to figure out the command, is like K-R-I-S, K-R-Y.
yeah, I forgot to put a command for it. That's my bad.
Whoops!
I put for Sean.
Yeah, we
I remember
remembered Sean, and then we forgot his character command, and we were like, whoopsie.
Yep. You know how it happens sometimes.
It does. It
It's
does.
funny.
Yeah, so this is home, I guess. Okay. Do I just walk in through the front door? Like,
I mean, most people do. There is a back door. There's also windows. Sometimes as a child, I'd try and see if I could fly up to the window. But
Oh,
I
that
was
sounds
never
like
quite good
fun.
at flying, so it didn't really work. But, I mean, you could. I use the front door.
okay, do I knock?
No. I mean, you can. You don't feel like you have to do anything.
Oh, this is a lot to take in.
Ellie, this feels like one of those places where you just walk up to the door, and by the time you're getting up to it, they're already opening for you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, you already see Cadus is already like walking forward towards the doors anyways. Like the lead guard, so.
She will just kind of slowly and unsurely start walking up to it and kind of like just keep looking back to her friends and being like, is this right? I guess this is right. I'm just gonna keep going because that's what I do.
Mo is just like, you got it. Just like, you got this.
As you're getting up to
Will is
the
avoiding eye contact.
Oh,
as you're getting up to the doors, they do in fact start like opening before you get there. As Cadus kind of like bows and like waits for you to like enter.
oh, that's not needed. Okay. Do I bow back when people bow?
You can.
Oh, this. Okay.
Do you not make a lot of choices in your daily life? Or do you make too many and then you don't know what to do with all of them?
I feel like I don't make a lot. I
Hmm.
just kind of just go with it, you know?
That's all you have to do here. Go with what feels natural and just do that.
None of this is natural though. Also, Goomba's really cute.
He is, and he's also annoying because he wants food.
He's hungry. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She's just gonna go in and just stand in the entrance and just take it all in. Because I'm assuming it's this grand big.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, the three of us are in the back going, so I didn't see that coming. Either of you?
Not at all.
No, not even a little bit. So stole it?
We'll talk about it later.
Let's talk about it when we're not in the palace. Maybe.
Maybe we could find like a very secure room in the palace.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Missed a lot.
We'll fill you in.
Yeah.
You, as you guys enter, and it's this big grandeur place, there are a bunch of individuals that are in there, and they bow. Some of them gasp seeing Ellie.
Yep.
And they seem really excited that you all are there. But then there is, unfortunately, a little bit of a quake to the ground. You feel as the ground kind of shakes. It's not enough to destroy any of the buildings, but it's enough for you to feel the slight jostle. And you see as the staff that is around kind of grabs onto some of the falling items and things like that, trying to keep everything orderly, and trying to keep everything sorted. And you guys would notice in this moment that Sean, Chris, your character spaces out for a hot second as you hear something, and everybody else, you don't hear anything, but anybody peeking over would notice as Chris kind of spaces out for a moment as the ground shakes. But then it's gone just as quickly as it came.
Is that the quaking you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
It's been getting worse recently. More frequent, I suppose. Worse isn't correct. They change in magnitude, but more frequent.
Okay. I don't know what else to say. I'm just trying to go with it.
Is
Uh,
the
what
quaking
would help?
like the main problem that you guys are experiencing?
Yes. As it is causing much disruption to livelihood and fortune and all of that. But yes, main problem.
There's also some creatures that are coming out because they're getting rowdy because of the quakes.
From below.
Ellie, would you want to go just have a sibling conversation?
I guess. Are you the older or younger sibling?
Well, considering I was alive when you went missing, I would assume older, but things are strange at times.
Yeah, older's fair. Yeah, I
That's-
guess I didn't really think about it. I've really only been retaining like half of the information I've been hearing. So yeah, okay, older, okay. Yeah.
And Prince Chris. Also, thank you, Aaron. That's amazing. Prince Chris, is there a room that we can maybe get settled as well? Perhaps we can meet
Yeah.
up later.
So many. What?
Oh, so many.
Whatever's good. Guards, please escort them to nice rooms. Rooms that will be good. We have
yes,
those.
your prince.
Please do that.
Yes.
I tend to snore in the evening, so maybe somewhere that's very soundproof, so that I don't. you know.
Did they want the luxury suite or the prince suite? The luxury prince suite? What level were I supposed to get? What were we taking them to?
Away.
At the top?
Any-
The very.
They can go like, I mean, not to the top, but like they can go second top.
Oh, yes, yeah, of course.
For some business,
Tops of
okay.
royalty. Okay, yes,
Yeah.
come, follow me.
Not
As
quite
Cadus
first class.
starts walking. I feel like Mo was like, wow.
Can I slip a gold to the cat? No, I'm kidding.
You're like so tempted.
I really want to.
Rich Ant is just
Yeah, I
like,
think-
please, upgrade us.
I think we'd probably take you to like a tea room on the side that's like always prepared whenever he gets home. Just have like nice snacks and things, saying that you like the food in the market, being like, they have to have the food room ready. So like take you just to the food room.
I imagine it's a really nice view, too, of like the city
Yeah.
and stuff like that, like almost a little pocket bubble and
And
stuff.
Twinkle, you would see as you getting ready to be escorted, there is big letters in Tatonese, so only you can read it.
Oh, yeah.
It says, have these tremors happened historically before?
No.
Have you had these tremors before? Before recently?
No, we have not.
Okay. He says no in Tatonese.
Wait, say it.
The Tatos are communicating with Twinkle. Twinkle is communicating with Chris, and Chris is communicating and communing with their god to
hmm
get the information.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
a
like
lot.
it's circular.
A lot of layers.
The layers. Like, we don't know each other, and I may have been forward, but we should know each other. I have a gift for you, and like he's gonna like out on like the side like pull out a box that's got like the emblem on it, and be like, every year I drew pictures of what it would be like to have a family, and then when our parents died, the pictures got really sad. So I made sure to add like extra people in case you had a family when you came back to us. And here you go.
Is the box dusty since I've been gone for like?
No, because every year he adds one to it.
Okay, I wasn't sure where in the
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Rachel, you're a monster.
What were you got?
Do we hear him say that? Or have we already?
Well, I think you guys are probably already making your way
Okay.
up. So
I have to say, I kind of want it to be that you guys are going up the staircase.
Oh, and you can hear
and
it
you're
from-
getting ready to be led in two
Oh.
different directions. Like he's talking to her while
Oh,
going this
I
way,
like that.
and then you guys are splitting off. And so that's the last thing you hear as you guys split off. And you're just like, "Oh my god!"
Rachel just start like Twinkle's just like
We're being escorted, so we're just like in this space.
yeah.
And,
Um,
and anything you need, like we can. Do you like swords? I have a couple swords. I have a glaive. Do you like glaives? I'm not good at a lot, but I'm good at being good at people. Are you good at people?
yes and no.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. You are parents.
Our
I
dad.
guess. Our parents. Oh,
Yeah. And, no, it's okay. They lived really old. They got to 32 and died.
that is
Look,
really old.
I'm 18. We got like half the life to get there. We got some good genes.
Is there like a painting of them like on the wall or?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there would for
There-
sure be.
okay.
I imagine
Yeah.
this tree, kind of like how tree rings happen, but as it goes up, it's like showing past kings and queens and stuff like that. But it also has to be tinier because they don't live very long. So it's like the sections.
Aw.
It's not huge fissures. Like,
Oh, and Atato's trying to comfort you, Ellie.
oh, the
That's-
mage hand's
that's
like
nice.
patting you.
I think Rue's also trying to.
Oh, Rue.
She's gonna point to the photo. Yeah, parents.
Mhm.
And then she's gonna open up the box. The lid will probably fall, and then she'll just look at which one's the first photo that she sees. Is it the most recent, or is it the
No,
youngest?
it's like they get slipped on the bottom, so that if you ever got to see it, it'd be like a chronology of all the ones he's drawn. So the first one is a picture of him like sitting in a corner crying with like a circle that has like the lines being like swollen in Metal Gear Solid, and then like the parents like standing over him as he was denied having a younger sibling. And then the next one would be like the next year, and so it's like drawn up, and it's like his height, because he knows that like we would grow weird, but he doesn't know like what kind of Samoran things you'd get from like different bugs. So like each year kind of changes a little bit, imagining what you could look like.
Okay, so it starts off really sad, and then it just gets really sad.
It doesn't get better in that way.
Yeah,
does it?
there's no better here. This is all just really sad.
Is it? It was. I did it out of hope. It was my hope. What?
Are you like a skilled artist?
It's funny if I say no.
Yeah, it is.
They're all crayon drawings.
Oh yes, even like the most recent one.
Yeah.
I was like pointing to the first photo of you like crying in a corner. I was this person like last week, well technically 4 weeks ago now, I think, or 5 weeks ago, whenever that episode was where we, found that out.
What's an episode?
That's what I call weeks.
I do this too.
And so I know your friend seemed to not like that we liked the gods, but they have to be good, because I've prayed to them every day, and that's how I get the power, and now they brought them back. And one day they told me, yeah, keep asking and she'll come back, and you're here. So it worked.
Which god?
The one.
God's the one. Oh yeah, that makes lots of sense.
The one that talked back. Never gave me a name, but it's nice. You're here, so it worked.
Hey, we're having a moment. Sorry. I'm gonna go let her out because she wants to go out, and it's hard for me to focus with her in the background.
Yeah, it's okay. Sure, we can just think about what the other players
Actually,
are doing.
while she is going to take her doggo out, do you want to take Goomba and put him?
I'll take care of him.
Dark Horse, hello, welcome to an interactive live stream where you play as one of the Tatos. It's these little guys. You walk around, you can build stuff, craft stuff, all of the things. It's via the Twitch channel redeems and also any freeform RP in the chat. Oh, so exciting. Anyway.
Is that your commercial? That was really
yes,
cute.
thank you.
Sorry about that. It's just hard when there's dog whining, barking in background.
We are constantly distracted here. You are all good.
Yeah. Would she know of any like main god that she should worship? I'm assuming not. Like as growing away from.
Yeah, she
all of
wouldn't
this.
pretty much know anything about her hometown.
Yeah. She's just gonna take everything you say at face value. That might be good, or it might be really bad. Yeah. So this. They talked to you? I mean, I met a god once. It seemed nice. I don't know. It was really hard to kind of tell. It was a weird situation, really. A lot of fighting. A lot of, like, possibly dying and being disintegrated. It was kind of... Your god's not like that, right? Doesn't disintegrate things, people.
Mine lets my sword hit better and helps me save people from danger and pull them back when they're like falling and stuff. But no, not
that. Sounds
that.
Cool. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Oh. You said glaives and swords, and she's gonna pull out her weapons to try and find commonality. I have this. Oh, and then I have this sword, and it's gonna be the bug sword that lets me summon bugs.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it for fun. I'm gonna activate it. I'm gonna summon little bugs.
Yes.
You do it, and a bunch of non-sentient, mind you, because I know it's confusing. We have sentient people bugs.
Yeah, these are normal bugs. Normal.
But, relatively normal bugs crawl up and
There's some
all
potatoes
seem...
riding some of them.
Yes. All seem to be interested in the room now.
You have your own little swarm.
Yeah, I could do this with the sword.
That's you got a magic sword too?
Yeah, I have it.
Mine doesn't do that. but it does this, and he's just gonna like put his hand out, and his sword's just going to appear in his hand, like a full like double-edged greatsword that he just holds up in one hand. He's like, mine, it doesn't let me do that, but I can summon it and then put it away and then summon it back.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Can you teach me that? That'd be really handy when I'm trying to go through doorways.
Okay, try going, goodbye, sword, and just letting go.
She's gonna go goodbye sword and like kind of throw it.
It clatters.
Like in that like flick of a wrist kind of
Tatoes, make a dexterity saving throw.
daddy thing.
Any nearby
Oh yeah,
Tatoes?
anybody in chat who thinks they would be in the room during this moment, make a dex save. D20.
We're gonna hear like the breaking of teapots and
Yeah,
stuff from
you
the
will.
outside. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
well, that
Okay, so
conversation's
first
going
one is
well.
4.
Okay.
It's not good. Oh no.
Yeah, four's
It's
not
okay,
very
I've been
good.
doing it for a while.
Another
I'm
four.
learning it.
Okay,
I'm
2
sure you can get
fours.
it. Ooh, dang, these potatoes.
Poor potatoes. They're
Yeah.
gonna poof away.
Oh,
Oh, we got a 20.
okay. So an nat
That's
20
better.
for one of them. That's so funny.
I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry,
Another
potatoes.
4.
I don't think it worked.
Maybe one day you can get it to work.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do it at the start, and then I could.
Oh, I'll keep practicing. Maybe outside.
The Tatoes like,
We could go out to the training ground and try it together. I'd have to go like grab my training stuff first, but I could meet you out there.
You don't have you're in armor though.
Yeah,
Need
but that's
training
like the fancy armor. Like that's the stuff that like if we went to a fight, it would work. I'm not gonna. I want to wear comfy clothes. We're at home now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you can go change. We can. Yeah.
And if you need to go to your room first to like settle down and everything, you
No.
have a room on the top floor. But if you want to go to the not top floor with your friends, that makes sense. I wouldn't be upset.
I'm just gonna stay here
Okay,
and pull my.
I'll be
sword
back
out
in
of
like
the wall.
5 minutes then. Yeah.
Okay. When he's gone, she's just gonna kind of like rummage through things, to kind of get a sense of what the family could have been like growing up.
oh,
Yeah, like like the little trinkets of like is there whatever in this one drawer of like random pens and notes and photos, or that one junk drawer where that has every little bit of buttons and whatever it is that you might need, and then she's just gonna kind of go through all the semi-badly crayon drawings and then just look up at the portraits of what could have been her family and then just kind of silently cry in a corner like the first drawing.
hey, but you know what? It's a nice view of nice tea, at least.
Yeah.
Oh my
I think there would be a lot in this room because like it's the room like he comes
Yeah.
home to and like decompresses in. So I think just like naturally over the years like has left like a lot of stuff. Like there's like a pair of shoes in the corner that he needs to fix that he's just never put away.
Oh.
There's like a gift that someone in the market gave him that he needs to like put somewhere but never thought of the right room. So it's like leaning up against the wall. Like there's just a lot of stuff that tells the story of like someone who spends time in this room that you'd see looking around.
Oh, when it was still with Ellie, a Tato that got stabbed by the falling sword says, "Don't worry, it's just a scratch."
Tis just a scratch.
Just but a flesh wound.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just gonna rummage and just figure it all out because she's gonna be really confused now, and then just be stunned. I think that would be the most appropriate response.
So while she's trying to kind of take everything
And
in,
crying.
And crying,
Yeah.
doing a
Lots of
lot of
crying.
Yeah.
doing a lot of crying. That is very important. It cuts to Chris, going into another room, seeming, at peace at least with having seen his sister. And then, Chris, you hear a familiar voice in your head. Your time is up.
So he's gonna die now too, and now
I
she's
think
gonna
he
have
was-
no family.
I think he just freezes mid-step and knows what he offered the last time he heard this voice, and so is just going to turn around, not being able to see Ellie because he's left the room, but look in her direction and wait for what the voice does next.
Why am I
It's
go
time. And as you kind of look off in the direction of your long lost sister for the last time, darkness
No!
forms around you.
Oh wait, I have a cool visual.
Okay.
So I imagine it's like wooden floors and stuff. So I imagine like it starts to splinter off and turn into shadows, and almost like mud starts to like circle around, and the darkness that is also now this like mud shadows just kind of opens up like a big pair of jaws and just closes over
And
him
so
as he's
the last visual is just this dark teeth shrouding his expression as he looks in the direction of his long lost sister. And then he is gone, lost to the
That's
void.
great. Yeah, sure.
If you'll allow, when he dies, his pact with his sword does break. So I think that would be the only thing left staying there because he was never carrying it. So it just
Oh.
falls out of its held thing and lands on the ground, maybe with a bit of mud on it, but it's the
Oh.
only thing left showing that he may have been in the room.
What if it stabs into the ground? That'd be kind of cool, right? Like,
So all that is left behind is a broken sword halfway sticking out of the boards of wood, broken. And that is will be where we end it.
Yeah, because that's really not
I'm sorry.
sad.
What the fuck?